The memories come flooding back whenever Ruslan Vahapov walks past these walls. He was imprisoned in the correctional system in Yaroslavl, a medium-sized Russian city on the Volga, around 300 kilometers northeast of Moscow. Vahapov was sentenced to 5.5 years jail for indecent treatment of minors. He still disputes his conviction. He also says that his time in prison amounted to years of violence and humiliation.
In 2012, I was brought here for pre-trial custody. My window was over there. I was unhappy. Psychologically, it was tough.
But he says that period of detention was nothing compared to what he would later experience.
In the first 6 or 7 months of custody, nobody so much as touched me. But later, when I moved to the correctional facility, I was beaten within 10 minutes of arriving. I was grabbed by the collar and hit with a baton. On my back, on my kidneys. Once, twice, 10 times. This happened as soon as I got out of the police car. That kind of thing is common practice in practically every correctional facility.
Ruslan Vahapov shows us a video in which he documents evidence of torture on his body. He sees it as proof of the systematic use of violence during his time in prison.
They do it to humiliate you, to show you that you're a piece of dirt to them, a nothing, that they can trample on your rights. You're not a human being to them, you're an animal.
What Vahapov experienced may not be an isolated case. According to activists, these videos and photos are an extensive cache documenting alleged violence and sexual abuse at the prison in Saratov, southern Russia. A whistleblower leaked the material to the human rights organization Gulagu.net. The whistleblower himself was a former inmate. Trained as an IT technician, he is said to have been employed as a programmer in the Saratov prison. That's how he gained access to the photos, videos, and written documents. For lawyer Sniezana Muntian, the recordings aren't surprising. She's been working with Saratov prisoners for years. Muntian says that so far, it's been hard to truly help inmates because they fear the consequences of taking on the Russian justice system.
When I first came here, a young man told me in exact detail what had been done to him. He whispered. Some of it he only wrote down on paper. I was shocked. But when he refused to have his case investigated, I couldn't help but cry because I realized I couldn't do anything.
According to human rights organization Gulagu.net, there are at least 200 documented cases of abuse in various institutions across Russia. There are said to have been special rooms where torture took place, sometimes with body cams recording the abuse. It's suspected that an inhumane system has been created within the criminal justice system. The Saratov scandal seems to be explosive enough to warrant a quick response from Moscow. There are currently 7 investigations in progress, led by federal judicial authorities.
I really hope the media attention will lead to this place, this root of evil, being destroyed. To the extent that the inmates themselves feel confident enough to talk openly about it.
The Russian judiciary didn't answer our questions about the allegations of torture at Saratov. But the Kremlin has reacted in Russian media. Officials say President Vladimir Putin has been informed about the allegations and wants the judiciary to examine them vigorously. But former inmate Ruslan Vahapov remains skeptical. He thinks there's been an overly lenient response from the authorities. So far, few corrections officials have been suspended from duty.
The use of force against inmates, against citizens, is the norm in our correctional system. It can only change if the state wants to change it. But the rot starts at the top. I mean, the state won't change anything. It's satisfied with how everything is.
The alleged torture in Saratov seems to have been halted for now. But no one knows whether similar abuses will soon be uncovered elsewhere in Russia.